always remember and reflect on life. I like this. It's very simple. 3 months from now, you will thank yourself. Brie here. And you probably know by now that I am a huge advocate of practicing self-care. It's an area that I've really struggled with in the past, and now I really make an effort to try to do something to care for and love myself every single day, which is easier said than done. So today I'm going to be taking a look at some of the top-rated self-care apps to see what will help the best. First off, I just want to talk a little bit about what exactly self-care is. Because it's a very broad spectrum, and I came across an article recently that I really liked that broke it down into 8 different areas of your life where you need to practice self-care. So first is physical, and this is a very talked about area. It's exactly what it sounds like: exercising, eating healthy, getting enough sleep. My favorite way to practice physical self-care is by taking a bath. It's taking care of your body. Psychological is another area that's pretty commonly talked about. This is all about mindfulness and creativity. So this can be like things like taking a break from social media, reading a book, trying something new. All of that would fall into this category. Emotional is another area, and this is where a lot of people, especially myself, get hung up, I think. I don't know, I could just be speaking for myself here just because this is an area I really struggle with. This is taking time to reflect on your emotions and setting boundaries. Another area is social. Again, exactly what it sounds like. Prioritizing spending time with your friends and family, those that love you and care about you and build you up. Asking for help when needed and making new connections. Professional is setting boundaries in the workplace, making sure you have that good work-life balance. Environment, making sure that your environment is conducive to practicing all these other areas of self-care, because I know if my house is a mess, I'm not going to be taking care of myself because I feel like a mess. Spiritual, this is focusing on the values and beliefs that guide your life. This can be done through meditating, journaling, attending church. Financial, this is just spending time to be responsible with your finances, and this can take a lot of stress off of you if you practice this right. So now let's take a look at some of these best rated self-care apps and see how well they do at addressing these 8 areas of self-care. So first up on this list is MyFitnessPal, and this is an app that I have actually used in the past. It's good for tracking food intake and exercise. I have not used this in a while. It's synced up to my Fitbit, so it has the tracker steps. You can go over to the diary, and there you can log breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, exercise, add water. What's nice is there's this pie chart area where you can see how much of your calories are coming from what meals. But what I think is even better is going over to these other tabs where nutrients, you see how much you're getting of all these different nutrients that are important. And also, this macros pie chart is awesome, so you can make sure to find the right balance there. So obviously this is really good for the physical self-care aspects, but with calorie counting, I do want to exercise a word of caution. Because there's a reason I don't do it anymore. Because I feel like calorie counting does put you at risk with developing a very unhealthy relationship with food. This is just, again, based off what I've noticed in myself of when I track calories, I feel guilty whenever I eat something that I'm craving, that I want to eat. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't track on the weekend. So basically what ends up happening is I track calories throughout the week and do really good throughout the week and go really low. Because that's another thing, when I'm tracking calories, I try to get as low as possible, which is not good for you. You need food. Food is important. So it just gets me in a really bad mindset. And then on the weekends, I binge eat. That's not the relationship we're supposed to have with food. Okay, let's move on to the next app. So this one is Youper, and I had not heard of this one before. When I was doing research on it, it looks like it's an AI designed to have conversations with you to work out your feelings. So, okay, I just opened it up in this first screen. What would you like to work on first? Let's just go to the first one, reduce anxiety. Yeah, since I want to reduce anxiety. So you're ready to make a change. It takes a lot of courage to commit to improving yourself. Okay, and now it's like generated responses. I connect you with doctors who diagnose and prescribe medications. I'll also connect you with a core counselor for weekly therapy sessions. Wait, what? I thought it was like an AI thing. Now I'll ask some questions to personalize your plan. Don't have telehealth. Show me the plan. Okay, so daily therapy exercises based on your needs. Talk through your challenges and listen to audio sessions. Monitor symptoms and track your progress. Join the medication management waiting list. Wow. Join this waiting list! Free for 7 days. Then 90 a year. Honestly, not terrible pricing. Okay, you basically have to pay for everything on this app, and I'm not doing that. Start symptom monitoring. I have a few screening questions. Have you had panic attacks in the past week? Yes, I have had panic attacks. Is this like asking the extreme of the panic attack I had? Or is this asking me how many panic attacks I've had? Based on your responses, it looks like you are facing a few emotional challenges right now. I'm here to support you. Every conversation uses therapy exercises proven to reduce negative emotions. Sure, that's what I'm looking for. I also suggest we monitor symptoms of anxiety, depression, panic, borderline personality, and PTSD. So this is definitely, I feel like, on the emotional self-care. It helps you to get in touch with your feelings and connects you to a therapist. Also a bit of psychological, I guess, because it's mindfulness in some ways. I don't know, I think that if you don't have a therapist, this could be a great option. So next up we have Day 1 Journal, which is, I'm guessing, exactly what it sounds like, a journaling app. Never miss a moment with Day 1 simple, elegant interface. I don't know why I felt the need to do that voice for. Always remember and reflect on life. Make journaling a daily habit. No, I'm not making a reminder. There, I see a camera option, a map, okay, tags, places, favorite streaks. Okay, so you get that satisfaction of getting the streaks. That's cool. You can write a journal. You can put tags, locations. You can post pictures, it looks like. So journaling, I think, is good for both emotional and spiritual self-care. It's a good way to process emotions and also to get in touch with your core values. This app seems pretty basic journaling app. It's cool that you can add pictures. For like if you're a visual person like me, that can be nice. Another new one for me. Bzz, bzz, bzz. I don't know how to say this. This app is to help with sleep, which I'm really hoping this is a good app. Plays you a sleep optimized mix of music, voiceover, and sound effects that changes each night that will quickly quiet your mind, put you to sleep, keep you asleep, and wake you up feeling refreshed.
While you're preparing to rest deeply, it's a good idea to ensure that you'll not be disturbed. As you begin relaxing, I'll continue speaking for a little while.
I wish I could change it to female, but I can't without paying.
And ideas, mind and body.
It seems interesting. So this is an app that I think would be really good for physical self-care since sleep is so important. I like that it has the different sections. It lulls you to sleep, helps you to sleep fully, and it gradually wakes you up. I think that is really nice, and I'm really intrigued by this and kind of want to try it some. Alright, so next up is Dayleo, and this is a mood tracker. My journaling app is also a mood tracker, so I'm curious to see how this one differs and if I like it more. Yeah, this is similar to, I can like customize which ones I want. Ooh. This is so cool. I can customize whatever colors I want. I'm gonna keep it as it was though. Pick things you want to track. Social, hobbies. I'm gonna go ahead and click everything just so I can get the most out of this to show you. Set reminders. Create a goal. The best way to become successful is to set a clear goal and track your everyday progress. How am I today? I am good. What have I been up to? I watched TV earlier, so TV. Food, so, I like how this tracking food is just like, hey, how did you do with food? So far I've been healthy. Can I pick multiple? Okay, I can pick multiple. This is nice. I like this. It's very simple. Add a note. So here I could journal if I wanted to. And then I can also add a photo. Okay, so I can add more activities to these different categories if I wanted to. And I can even add a group if I wanted to. Then I can see my entry right here, stats, so see the days in a row. It can track my mood in a chart. So this is definitely another one that is good for emotional self-care because it gets you in touch with your feelings. But it also has aspects of like physical self-care because you're tracking exercise and health. And you can add in a lot of other trackers too. So really, you can track just about every aspect of your self-care in this. Motivation quotes. I'm assuming this is also very self-explanatory. 3 months from now, you will thank yourself. I can say how many motivational reminders for it to give me and the times. What areas would you like to improve? So you can just kind of scroll through quotes. You can favorite some. So with the free version, I just get like general and favorites. But if I paid, I could... Oh no, I have like affirmations. I like these affirmations. This is good. So you can just choose if you're going through a breakup, if you're missing someone you have to pay, but dealing with stress, dealing with sadness, depression, dealing with change. That's cool that you can like select the area that you're struggling with. This has a lot of elements of spiritual and psychological because the affirmations are really good for mindfulness, and also there's those faith areas and a lot of quotes that kind of help you with your values. It looks like the only areas that haven't really been hit, except for like Dayleo because that has the potential to hit everything, are social, professional, environment, and financial. Social can really be any kind of social media that connects you to people. Though probably the most beneficial app for social self-care is a calendar app to schedule time to be with family and friends. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some apps that I found in my own research to fulfill the professional, environment, and financial areas. So work and rest is one that I found for professional self-care. You can set timers for how long you want to be doing things, and then it like has you rest for a certain amount of time afterwards so you don't overwork yourself. Then you can like go over to analytics and see how much time you're spending doing different things. So I've set one timer in here for work. So I have it like work for 25 minutes, rest for 5 minutes, and then like when I press start, I'll just work until it tells me to go off, and then it will automatically roll over into, okay, now rest for 5 minutes. Take a brain break, which is honestly good for you. You're proven to be more productive when you work for like 30 minutes at a time and then take a 5-minute rest in between. I feel like it's a little clunky, so I don't know that I'll be using it. I think I'd prefer to just set a manual timer. So now looking for something for environment, I found Sweepy. You can now add your first room. You will need to repeat this process for each room in your house later. Let's start with the living room. Now choose chores you want to add to your living room. Clean TV. Okay, and I can say like how often I want to do it. Already has recommendations for how often you should be doing these things. So if I'm like, no, I think I need to be doing that more often, I can change it, but I don't have to think much about it, which I really like. And then do I want to add a custom task that was not on the list? No, I think I'm good with what I have. And then it can send me reminders. So then it has a scale of, like I said, right now everything's about at the halfway point because that's probably true. And so then it will like show the scale going down, so when it gets to the red zone, I know I need to clean. The last area that we haven't hit yet is financial, and this one I actually have an app that I use. It's called Every Dollar, and I use this to budget. So you get to track your income, and it has different categories. You can make it a fund to like save up for vacations, and then you can just track it as you purchase from things. I really like it because there's never any question of if we can afford to do something. Can we afford this? I just pull up the budget, I'm like, oh yeah, we have plenty of money in that fund. So we never have to worry about that. What are your favorite self-care apps? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what area of self-care you struggle with the most. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, and if you want to keep watching, there should be another video popping up right here. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe to become a part of the Ineffable community, because you are ineffable.